Yeah, people, guess what I go on today? Sweet potato, you know, man. Right now, I grate the sweet potato them. Yeah, man, grate the sweet potato. So, I have a sweet potato here, so grate this first, and then it'll look like this. So, you start grate it, it'll look like this. Yeah, man, then continue grater all the way down, but yo, you have to watch your fingers still in it. See, them little pieces, you just take them off, put aside for you don't want them like in the pudding. So grate as far as I can. Yeah, I just throw them aside. Get a next piece, start grate again. Real Jamaican style. Yeah, over here so now we have a coconut. Yeah man, coconut. See that? Show them the coconut in the pot, mommy. So you grate this, juice it, and we mix it up with the cinnamon and all of that stuff. But when we reach it, so we'll show you what we're going. Catch the potato again. Yeah man, so make sure your finger them clean here. Alright? Yeah man. So watch you now. Camera probably. Yeah. So watch you. Big up my mother in the background, you know. And she are the video lady, yeah? Yeah man, remember, like and subscribe. Go show you the process, man. Stay tuned. Alright. Yeah people. Right now the coconut we are grating, you know? Yeah man, come show them the coconut. So see it there? Right now we're grating the coconut and it comes so refined. After we finish grating all this coconut, we're gonna juice it. But this coconut comes from this, alright? So this is the coconut, the dry coconut from the tree, and it's ox, really dry and hard. So we get the machete or the cutlass and we chop it, alright? And when we get all of this ox off, it comes to this. So we open this coconut with the machete and we ox it out, and then we get this coconut. So this is where the juice come from. So I'm gonna finish grater it, and when we finish grater it, we show you how we get the juice. Alright? So remember, always wash your hands, make sure your hands are clean. When you're gratering, be careful because the grater is really sharp. So you don't want to grate your finger off. Alright, so you gotta hold it carefully and just grate it. You can go fast, you can go slow. Alright? So stay tuned. I will show you how we juice it, the next step. Alright? Yeah. So alright people, we're back in the lab. Right now we have the charcoal. It's catching, you can see it in the middle there. Charcoal. We call it coal in Jamaica, but you guys in the States and Canada call it charcoal. So this made from natural wood from the forest, from the mountain. There is certain type of wood you have to use to get a really good charcoal. So now, as I said, we're back in the lab. There is the fire pit where we cook our wood fire. So now the scientist Kupeng, Miss Vera, aka Denzelson, is in the lab. See how she's looking around? She's making sure all her science is gonna match. Yeah. So now we have the coconut right there that we're gonna juice. There we go. I already grated the coconut. I grated the coconut, but I have to leave this part to the scientist. I can't mess around. Alright, so now she's gonna juice the coconut. Add some water to wash the coconut off the grater. Yeah, that's where the magic begins. Make sure you get all the excess stuff off the grater, all the coconut, all the potatoes. Alright. Yeah, this is how she do it. You squeeze it. See? So that's how you get the coconut milk. You squeeze. Depending on how much coconut milk you want, you put that amount of water. But first you put a little bit, then you squeeze, and that's really rich. Yeah. I'm just letting the scientist go. She's the scientist. No measuring cup, just a regular cup, a thermos cover cup. Yeah. And just add the water. She just know how much to add for her first set of coconut milk. First batch of coconut milk. There she go again. She squeeze. How did you learn this, mommy? You watch people, warm to your mother.
Yeah, me used to watch my mother.
Talk up, man, sure. People don't want to hear, you know.
I watch watch my mother and my friend Jennifer.
Yeah. Seeing so. She watch her mom, that is my grandmother. Rest in peace, Miss Wani. Everybody know Miss Wani in the community, you know. As I say, I'm not gonna disclose the community, but if you know, you know. Miss Wani was a great chef. That's my grandmother. Every wedding, she's there cooking. Every funeral and stuff like that, grave digging, my grandmother was there. So that's where we get to learn all the cooking from. My grandmother, now she get her strainer and she's gonna strain the milk. So you add some water to the coconut and there you go. Look at that, people. See the milk running out? Yeah, that's the milk. Now she's gonna squeeze. See, that's how you get the milk, nice and gentle. Because if you go too hard or aggressive, all the trash, coconut trash, will spill in the milk and you have to strain it again. So there you go. That's the milk. See? So that's the coconut milk manually. So now she throws some more in the strainer. You see how that pot shine? No black pot around here. Right, Kupeng? Cleanliness is next to godliness, alright? So people, that's how. See? She know how much milk she want without measuring it. See, she only put 1.5 cup of the thermos cup and she exactly know how much milk she's gonna get. So over here we have some of the potato with some of the fresh, the sweet coconut trash. So this gonna give the potato a sweet taste too. Yeah. Oh, that's now it begins. See this thing? We call this pudding pan. This is where she's gonna mix all that ingredients. So she just rinse, make sure it's all clean. So there we go, people. So the pudding pan is nice and clean now. Now she's gonna add that sweet potato and the coconut trash that did not strain. Make sure you get every single thing out, because every single grate you grate, that's a bite. So if you do not get everything out, you're gonna miss a bite. And knowing me, I want all my bites. Alright, put the pot at the side, and the coal fire is starting to get more lively. See? So this is what we're gonna bake it on today. The coal fire, charcoal. Alright? And there she go. I can't show you all her secret. Yeah, look at the coal stove. All that charcoal is blazing up. Alright, there she go now. That's some cornmeal. I'm not letting her talk too much, because she's a scientist. She don't talk when she's really working her science, yeah? Not Obiano. Come on, people. We're in the lab, alright? I know your people mind smutty sometimes. So there she go. She adds some flour, some cornmeal. As I said, we do not use measuring spoon. We just know how much to put in it. Alright? So you incorporate all of that. Now, this is nutmeg and a little grater, nutmeg grater. So you grate the nutmeg. Yeah, make sure it's really dry and nice. There you go. Make sure it's dry, because you don't want it to be too green, because it's gonna get a bit bitterish. Alright, so as I said, we don't use measurement. We just know how much to put in it. So that's the nutmeg. Alright. See that, people? I can already start smelling the flavors. Again, check out this coal stove. It is catching really nice. See those flames? Nice. So now you gotta take the excess nutmeg off the grater. You don't want anything to waste. That smells good. Alright, you see that thing? What she just did? That's her finger move. That's just part of the chemistry. See? Add a little salt. See what she's using? A knife, people. A knife. Alright, see that look? She's like, okay, it need a little more without even tasting it. Alright. I think that's her secret ingredient. I think that's vanilla. Yeah, I can smell it. It's vanilla, but it seems like it's mixed with something else that she's not telling me about. See that? Yeah, so that's how the sweet potato pudding process starts. I mean, this is a lab, you know. So we have some, she's gonna put some sugar inside now. What kind of sugar is that? Ready Park sugar. So Ready Park, big up yourself. Down a bag walk, you know. Ready Park sugar. I'm see the bag. Turn on the front side and see it. Yeah, see it there? Ready Park Jamaican cane sugar. Alright. See that, people? She just know how much to go in it. Yeah, so you have the sugar, all the nutmeg, the cinnamon, nutmegs. Alright, and then she mix. Make sure you mix all of this together evenly. As I said, when she's in the lab, she don't talk much. Gotta stay focused. Now, there is it. The coconut milk that we made earlier, fresh from the tree. You add a little at a time and take your time and mix it all in together. So you have a good consistency. You don't want to put too much one time because you need a consistent. Now she adds a little more. And mix. See how she turns and fold? This was from no culinary school. This is from her mom, which is my grandmother, Miss Wani. Hey people, when Miss Wani make pudding, you know. And I tell the mommy, when Miss Wani make pudding, you have a lady where the name is Lilith. Lilith, man. I don't really want to call too much people for that thing, I know, but Lilith always come and cut the pudding before it finish. But Lilith, big up yourself. Remember you, man. Miss Wani, you know, always make some nice pudding. The whole community know when she make pudding because the entire community smell up with the pudding. So see her taking its time to come together, and she's just turning and folding. There's a technique with your mixing, people. You just got to know it. Let's check out the fire again. Look at that, people. Fire is blazing up, catching up really good. Now she's gonna put some more coal on it so we can have lots of coal to put on that famous pot cover. It's a multitask, multi-skill pot cover. Yeah. So now she's just taking out a little to make something special for someone, right? Look at that, people, it's coming together. Now we'll mix again. So add some more cornmeal. She realized that the mixture needs some more cornmeal, so she's adding a bit more cornmeal. Mixing it all together. Now she adds some more coconut milk. See? Fresh coconut milk that we just made. Look at the technique of the mixing, people. So this is almost ready. Right, mommy? Alright. So stay tuned. You're gonna put anything else. So some people, if you want, you can add some wine, whatever you like, you know. Over there, we're just gonna add some more. Oh, what's that? That looks like some more vanilla. Or some, oh, it's your special wine. So you can add wine in it too, what flavor you like. Alright, she just add some wine. Maybe she might add some magnum over there. She have a little magnum over there. Give it some flavor. But she's a scientist. I'm just leaving her to do her thing. You see those fingers, when those fingers go out, she's concentrating. What happened there? It's too thick.
Make it look more water.
Alright, so people, she wanted it a bit more liquid in it. So she got that coconut trash that she had from earlier, add a little more water. So she's making some more milk to make it a little bit more liquidy. Yeah, so see, she's squeezing that coconut trash out and you can see the juice coming out. There we go. See that? It comes with technique, people. Yep. So now she add that juice with some more coconut trash, so you have a little different texture in it. So there's some more coconut trash, give you a nice little crunch to the pudding too. So you mix that all in. So remember, people, even though you see the Maggi season over there, we don't put any Maggi season in it, alright? So that's Miss Vera, Denzel mother. See how she turn her body just to get the spoon a certain way to mix. It's all in the technique. So I think the consistency is right now in terms of the liquid. Yeah, the fire is blazing really pretty. So we have to have lots of fire in the stove, and then we're gonna put the pot on top of the coal, and then we're gonna take out some of the coal to put on top of that famous pot cover. It's a multi pot cover, yeah. You see the fire, people. Look at that, nice and pretty. So now, people, to start the baking process, we have to grease the pan. So my mom is gonna use butter to grease the pot. See how shiny and pretty that pot is? Oh my word, looks like it's brand new. She gets some butter from her little basin, put on a plastic bag, so we grease the pot. Alright, and that butter is gonna give it flavor too. Give it a little crispy on the bottom. Yeah, all that flavor. And even while we're mixing, all the flavors from the fire coal is going in the mixture too, because you can smell it. It's an aroma, and you're also gonna taste it in the pudding. So make sure your pot or your pan is fully greased with that butter. Now we'll mix again. Make sure the texture is right. Now we're gonna pour the ingredients in the mixture in your greased pot or pan. There you go. So kind of smooth it out a bit, make sure it's nice and level. If you want and you like raisins, you can put raisins in it too. Currants, whatever you like in the bacon. But look at that butter. That butter is gonna melt and give it a nice crust on the bottom. Nice. Make sure you get all the stuff out of the pan. Yeah, there we go, people. Now, people, reach another stage. So that's a famous zinc, this famous pot cover. So now, what my mom is gonna do, she's gonna take some of the coal and put on top of the zinc. So we're not baking this in an oven. So take some of the coal out with the fire, put on top of the zinc. Look how pretty that is. It's pretty, woman, the fire.
Take it home when you don't like Nancy. You go burn down your house.
Where you say a while ago?
Nancy, you go to the woods and see this pretty fire burn.
Yeah.
Like it.
Mm.
I would like to take it home.
Yeah?
Well, I only walk on dry grass. So you have to put some dry grass from here to your house.
Mm-hmm.
And Nancy spread out dry grass from the twin doorway.
I lie.
And when the fire, you never read that story? When them reach it, go away and catch an fire. This catch an ass, you also fire and burn it down. So you like it fire, take home some money.
We can't take it on the plane. The plane gonna blast up.
Alright.
Yeah, man. So people, you have to put most of the fire, the coal, on top of the zinc because you do not want the bottom to get burned.
Fire top and fire bottom, hallelujah.
In a middle, I mean, that's the slogan for potato pudding. Fire top, fire bottom. So the fire in the bottom there in the coal stove, see, there is a mixture with the butter. So all of that butter is gonna melt, and then we're gonna have the zinc to put on top of it. The famous pot cover. There we go now, people. She's putting the zinc on top of it. So this is like an oven, right? So you have the coal in the bottom, and you have the fire on the top. More coal on the top of the zinc, so it bakes it evenly. So you still got to know how much coal you got to put on the top and how much you put in the bottom, so balance the heat, and it comes out really perfect when it's finished bake. Where's the mommy?
Remember, you know, cut it before you come up.
Why not the smell that lick me? You better watch me. You have rope up there?
Me have my cutlass.
Yeah, remember when you cut my finger for your bread, you know? You think me not remember? Yeah, people, my mother lives somewhere. One morning, you know, my mother buy one good. How do you what kind of bread?
No, Jennifer, I give you a piece of Captain bread.
Yeah, Captain bread. Captain, Mr. Captain, rest in peace. But tell him a story, mommy.
After me give you for you, still I grab
Talk up, look louder.
Boy, me we cut you, you know. So after me I say, boy, me we cut you, me not give you a piece already. Boy, still I grab me piece of bread. I draw me now. One slice.
Yo, my mother really cut me for Captain bread, you know.
Right,
Yo, she just do it for fun, you know. And cut me for real, you know, people. Yo, Jano, cut me for real. Hold on, you know, I still have a mark on my finger. Let me find it and show the people. I still have the mark on my... Oh, see it, huh? No, and I hate that. Hold on. No, man, that's how my mother live, man. A nice lady, man, but the captain bread they just come on the road, you know. My mother say, boy, me cut you, you know. I go feed bread and I see blood, Mr. Oh, I want to slice still. What we good? So people, nobody try to charge my mother and say my mother wicked. She didn't really do it for at me, you know. But you just end up happening. Yeah. So that's the moment, how you learn to make a pudding them? Where's your granny?
Granny, me watch. Granny, me watch and Jennifer. Big up Jennifer Watson.
Jennifer Watson, Black Jennifer. Yeah, people, so When it's almost ready, we show you what I go on. See? Alright people, so now we need some more heat on the top. So my mom is turning up the stove. So you gotta fan it so it starts to blaze. Alright? So yeah man, stay tuned. When it's ready, we'll show you the finished product. You have anything to say, mommy?
Nothing more to say, Mama. Set up the pudding, hand the fire.
Alright.
Pray that it don't burn up. I call them bad, you know.
Yeah. Big up to cherry coal. People, when you come in the community, make sure you get cherry coal. But look on it. Cherry coal. See it's pretty? Big up to cherry. All sponsored by cherry coal. So alright people. Still got to gauge the fire for the pudding, you know. So now the scientist is just putting some more fire in the bottom because you can't have too much. So she let that burn out a little bit, then she adds some more. Alright. Over there we have some dukuno in that pot for my friend. O'Neil, big up yourself. O'Neil, you're so lucky. Alright. So now we're just adding a bit more fire in the coal stove. And then we're gonna put back the pudding on. So now enough fire is in it. We put a piece of steel bar on the stove so to ice it. So we call that the ice. Alright, so now we're gonna put the pudding back on the fire. So now there it is. The pudding is doing its thing. You can see where the butter melts and you can see those little crust on the edges. So we're like about 20 minutes into a half an hour in the baking process, and you can already see, people, if you ever smell, it smells good. So now we're putting back the zinc with the coal on top. Alright people, the moment of truth, you know. See that? Pudding ready. Ready. Yeah man, so you see it nice and get a little golden kind of brownish. You can see the edges. So yeah, finished product. Wait till I cut tonight. Alright. Yeah man people, guess what time is it? Moment of truth. See the knife? Ready for your pudding. See that? Nice and brown. You see that? Alright. Make a slice in. Alright, some people, what them do? They mix up melt the butter and put it in the coconut water and make the coconut milk and mix it and put on the top. But I like it crispy like this. So watch this now people. Right in the middle. Cut. Nice and warm. Yeah, catch it? Come catch the pudding. Yeah man. Let's make a nice slice, yeah? See the people now tell us smell good. Can't wait for it. Mouth around the water. Yeah man. Let's back up a little bit. Yeah man. None now waste, huh? Alright. Get my plate now. Check it out. Whoa, look at that. See the bottom? No burn, just nice and golden brown. See that people? Middle is nice and moist and soft. Alright. I'll take a bite now, you know. Alright, I'm making you know what I'm going. Can taste all the flavors. Right amount of salt. I'm telling you, right amount of sugar, nutmeg, the vanilla. I can taste that wine. Remember that wine? Yeah, I'm telling you man, all the flavors there. Remember, like and share. Look at that. Jamaican potato pudding. Big up to my mother that's videoing. Alright? Miss Vera, aka Coupe, aka